guys, welcome back. Hi, my name is Sam if you are new. Today we're going to be making a copycat recipe. Now we took a family trip and we stopped and ate some lunch at Applebee's, and I got the honey pepper chicken mac and cheese deal and I was like, oh my god, this is so good. So I got on my little Pinterest app and looked up some copycat recipes, and this is the one that I found. Now I will leave the link for this recipe in the description box below, as well as pinned in my comment section, so you can find it there. I won't go over any of the ingredients because it's not my recipe. You can click that link, it'll take you right to it and you can make it yourself. But I'm going to show you everything that the recipe calls for. So I've got everything set out here to do. It's a little bit of work, but it doesn't seem too hard. But I'm like super excited to try it. So that's what we're going to be having for dinner today. So I'm going to show you everything that you're going to need, and we'll get going, get this done, and get this tasted because I'm excited and I can't wait. So let's go. Okay guys, so this is all of the ingredients you're going to need. I'm going to go over everything, but I'm not going to give you measurements. So we're going to start back here. Don't mind my coffee. I've got some cold brew going back here so I can have cold brew coffee. It just saves me a little bit of money so I don't have to keep buying $5 cold brew at the store. So I make it at home. Anyway, I've got some chicken breasts back here. It's just the Southwest style chicken breast tenderloins. That's what the recipe calls for, is the pre-made, pre-cooked chicken breasts. So I've got that. I've got a box of rotini. Now it calls for the spiral pasta, but I didn't have any. This is what we've got, so this is what we're working with. I've got some bacon. Some salt and pepper. I've got some basil, honey, cream, garlic. In here I've got some pepper, cayenne, and a little bit of garlic, soy sauce, brown sugar, vinegar, lemon juice. I've got some pineapple juice here. Now I didn't have any pineapple juice. I thought I did, but anyways, I just mixed up some pineapples and a little bit of water, and that's what we're going to be working with. It's pretty much the same thing, pineapple juice and water. And then in here I've got all of my cheeses. I've got 3 different kinds of cheeses in here, some mozzarella, some Parmesan cheese, and a stick of butter. So that is everything that we've got. So let's get all of this situated and we'll get this going so we can taste it, see how it is. Okay guys, so I went ahead and added in all of my ingredients for my sauce because I want it done. I've added the honey, the vinegar, soy sauce, the brown sugar. Now I'm just adding in some pineapple juice, about 1/4 cup, which is a little bit more than a dry measure of pineapple juice. We'll set that to the side, and we're going to add in our lemon juice, okay, and our dry ingredients. Get that all mixed up here. Okay, add that right in. And then all we're going to do now is just mix this together until it's well combined. We'll set it to the side and we will work on our chicken. All I'm going to do to the chicken is pop it in the air fryer and cook it until it's cooked through and nice and golden brown. I'm going to chop up some bacon, get that on the stove and get that going. And then I will meet you right back here when everything is done. The chicken is done and the bacon is done, so that way we can go ahead and move on to the next step and get the pasta going and all of that good stuff. So yep, I'm just going to get all of that going and then I'll meet you right back here. Okay guys, if you hear the whirring in the background, that is my air fryer. It's almost done, so it should be cutting off any second now. But I went ahead and I put my sauce mixture in a little saucepan, and I'm going to bring this to a boil, and then I'm going to cut the heat down to a simmer, and I'm going to let this cook and reduce for about 10 to 15 minutes. In the meantime, my pasta is cooking up, so I'm going to let that finish. I'm just going to keep an eye out on my sauce, and then I will meet you right back here and we will make the cheese sauce for the mac and cheese. Okay, so our sauce is reducing down beautifully, so I'm just going to let that continue to hang out there and do its thing. In the meantime, we are going to make our sauce. So I'm going to go ahead and add in my stick of butter to my pan here. I'm just using the same pan that I had my pasta in. I'm going to let this melt down just a little bit. Turn this down on low. Let this butter melt. Now I'm going to add in my cream. My butter is almost melted, so I'm going to go ahead and add in my cream. We're going to let that come up to temperature and get warm, so that way we can melt our cheese. Okay, so my cream and butter mixture is nice and hot. I am going to go ahead and add in my garlic and my cheese. I'm going to add the cheese a little bit at a time, so it incorporates well. It doesn't clump up too bad. Get that garlic mixed all in there. And I've got my heat on about low. So now I'm just going to add a little bit of cheese and mix it up. And then I'm going to continue to do that until all of the cheese is incorporated and melted. Okay, so my cheese is nice and melted. I am going to go ahead and add in some salt, some pepper, a little bit of dried basil, and my bacon. And now I'm just going to give this a little mix. Make sure it's all nice and combined, and then we're going to add in our pasta. I'm going to go ahead and cut the heat off because I don't want that cheese to burn to the bottom of the pan. So I'm going to cut the heat off and add in my pasta, give that a mix, check on my sauce. That is coming along good. We're almost ready. So I'm going to go ahead and let this cook for about 5 more minutes. My sauce cook for about 5 more minutes. And then that should be good to go. I'm going to add my pasta to my sauce mix here. And then I will meet you right back here. We'll dip the chicken in the sauce and put everything together and give this a try. This looks so good. I'm going to let this hang out here for a minute or two while my sauce finishes up, and hopefully it will, the pasta will soak up some more of that sauce and get nice and delicious. So I'm going to let that hang out, let this finish, and I'll meet you right back here. Okay guys, so I got my little setup here. I've got my macaroni and cheese here in a little dish. I've got my sauce that I've let cool slightly, and I've got my chicken. Now all we're going to do is just dip the chicken into the sauce. Make sure it's nice and well coated. And then we're just going to top it on the macaroni and cheese. And that's how we're going to serve it. I'm going to top it with a little bit of parsley. I thought I had some basil, but some fresh basil, but I guess I used it all. So we're just going to top it with some parsley instead. I want this chicken to stay nice and crisp, but I want it to soak up some of that sauce. So I'm going to let this hang out here for a second or two. Let it soak up some of that sauce, and then I'm going to top it on the macaroni and cheese. Let some of that drip off a little bit. And just top it on like that. So I'm going to go ahead and finish the rest of these and get those on there. And then I will see you back in just a second. Okay guys, so I went ahead and put my hair up in a bun or in a ponytail because I cannot cook with my hair down. I just can't. Anyways, I've also got the window open, so if you hear any birds chirping, that's why. I've also got my little taster plate here. I've got just some macaroni and cheese and a little bit of that chicken, and I put some extra sauce on the chicken. So I am going to go ahead and try some. Get a little bit of this macaroni and cheese and that chicken and a little bit more of that sauce. That is so good. It doesn't taste exactly like it. It's not as spicy. So if you want it more spicy, I would go ahead and add in some more cayenne pepper just to bump up that heat. But to me, it's really good. It's really, really good. I highly recommend trying this recipe. So yeah, the macaroni and cheese is excellent. The sauce on that chicken is done perfectly. The chicken still has a nice crispness to it along with that sauce. It's good. It's really, really good. I highly, highly recommend trying this recipe. Alright guys, that's going to be it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. And don't forget, the link for this recipe is in the description box below. So you can click that link. It'll take you right to their website and you can check out the recipe there. So yeah, we're going to go enjoy some dinner and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye guys.